Hi, I'm Deborah Anderson, and we're here with another episode of Local Flavor brought to you by Nex-Tech Television. We're back at Destination Kitchen with Cindy and Georgia, and what we're going to make today is ice cream. So I couldn't wait to get here today, of course. What kind of ice cream are you making us, Cindy?
It's a great summer favorite, isn't it? Ice cream. I don't know anybody that doesn't like it. Anyway, we are making a chocolate, almond, and
I know what you want to say.
it's
Mocha.
Yeah, there you go. And it's a Ben & Jerry's favorite, and we have carried the Ben & Jerry's ice cream cookbook, and so it has all the good secrets in it.
Awesome.
Okay, so should we get started?
Let's do it.
Okay.
The sooner we start, the sooner we get to taste it. So.
Okay, so I'm using farm fresh eggs again today, and we're going to start with 2, and we're going to use the yolk and the white. And we don't want that little bit of shell, but I'll show you a little trick in getting shell out.
I was just going to ask you if you had a secret.
I do. See how it just gravitates to the shell. There you go. One more. All right. So one of the things that we wanted to talk about a little bit was the cooked, and I'm going to whip these for about 1 to 2 minutes, is the cooked ice cream versus just using the raw eggs.
Oh, so this one we are just going to, we're not going to cook
it.
Awesome.
But on another episode, we did creme brulee. Remember how we tempered the eggs by putting in a little hot cream?
Yes.
Okay. The same process would be with the ice cream. If you were going to cook, you would actually temper your eggs with your hot cream and then cook it on the stove for just a little bit, and then you'd have to chill the whole thing before, probably 1 to 2 hours before you could use it.
Before you put it in the freezer?
Right.
And that reminds me, since you brought up the creme brulee, will this still be ice cream, or, you know, custards are really popular, the frozen custards right now?
This one is ice cream.
This one's really ice cream. What would make it custard?
If you just use the egg yolks.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to incorporate 3/4 cup of sugar. We're going to keep whipping that. You have to be strong to run a whisk, huh?
Well, I'm going to too.
Oh, okay, see how that's getting thick and lighter in color? Okay. Well, now we've got that in there. And now, because it's mocha and it's chocolate, I'm putting in 2 tablespoons of instant coffee, and I happen to be using Nescafe, whatever you have on hand, and 4 teaspoons of unsweetened cocoa.
Just cocoa powder, right? Okay.
So don't be alarmed when you end up with little pebble-looking things from the instant coffee, because by the time it's all done, it's going to not be in there. So
okay, so those will dissolve.
They will. So now we're going to put in 2 cups of cream and 1 cup of milk. And if you want to lighten it further, you could use less cream and more milk, or half and half. So we're going to get so I have the 2 cups of cream and the 1 cup of milk in here.
And those are both mixed together, so. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Now, did you use heavy whipping cream, or?
I did, and you can't use table cream or light cream. You need the heavy whipping cream. Okay. So just for ease of pouring, I'm going to put it back in here, and G's going to go get our bowl that's been freezing for at least 15 hours. So that's the requirement for the bowl.
Now, you're not talking about a bowl of ice cream already prepared. You're talking about the attachment that we're using today.
The KitchenAid, yes.
This is an attachment. I actually have this one at home. You buy the attachment and you freeze it in the freezer. It's got some sort of
Thank you.
Something in the core that makes it freeze solid. Then you put it in the freezer overnight and you just stick it on your KitchenAid mixer.
Okay.
I love mine.
So depending on whether or not you have a tilt head or one that has a handle like this, the attachments are going to be different. For this particular model, all I have to do is I've slipped this up and it's locked in place, and then you have the dasher. So this actually goes in here just like your other mixing bowl. Whoops. What's going on? It's not snapping back there.
Does it go the other way?
Oh, maybe so. Something new I didn't realize. She's like, does it go the other way? Maybe
that is
so. Yay. Okay.
I noticed there's a little lock.
There
Fix on
is.
it, but I think
There.
that's
Okay. So,
I have the tilt head. I think I have to lock mine on.
okay. So we get that locked in place.
So with this attachment, it does come with the bowl and the beater and the little device that turns your regular head into the thing that will hold the
Yeah.
beater.
And it's important that you do it only on the stir speed and that you have it moving when you start to pour in your mixture. So I'm going to give this another stir, and then we're going to start pouring it in. Now this takes 12 to 15 minutes.
Only 12, look out, but we just started, so in 15 minutes we'll have,
Right.
that's awesome.
And in about 10 or 11 minutes, I'm going to incorporate some chocolate-covered almonds. And I didn't actually have chocolate-covered almonds, so I took whole almonds and toasted them 350 degrees for 8 minutes, let them cool, and then I just melted chocolate chips, 6 ounces. So you want a cup of almonds and 6 ounces of chocolate to make this amount. And it depends on personal taste how much you actually want to put in.
Are you going to put them in whole like that, or do we have to chop them?
The almonds are chopped.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, I pre-chopped them. Probably be a better idea if you left them whole, put the chocolate on, and then chopped them. I kind of did it backwards. But anyway, you don't want to put it in right in the beginning because it will impede the freezing process. So, all right. So I'm just going to set this over here. And I'm going to let G show you about the other one that we have at the store, which is the Cuisinart. And I'll go get the ice cream that I've already made, and we can have a taste.
Awesome.
So this is another ice cream maker that we have here at the store, and this is a Cuisinart, as opposed to the KitchenAid with the KitchenAid attachment. The Cuisinart is a standalone, and so it has the power base.
And this is the kind you use at your house,
This is
right?
what I have at my house. It comes in red or white, and this is the bowl you just keep in the freezer, and they do recommend you have it frozen for 24 hours before using it.
Now let me ask you, it looks smaller. Is the capacity smaller or the same?
This is a 1.5 quart, and I'm not sure the capacity on this. I think it's
I think
1.5.
it is 2 quarts.
Okay, so it is a little bigger, yes. And so this just sets down here like this. This is the dasher that would just sit down in, and then you can pour your ingredients in, and then you're going to set the lid down over the top, and then it just, I'm going to slip this cord off of here. You just plug it in and turn it on. And then it turns, and in about 20 minutes, Cuisinart recommends then you would have ice cream.
Okay, so let me see. I've never used this kind before. So this isn't for pouring it in.
No, this you put on afterwards.
And the reason it's shaped like this is to hold the dasher. So instead
Yes.
of, like on that one, the dasher's turning, and on this one,
Right.
the bowl is turning.
Right.
So that holds the dasher still.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Perfect.
So,
Okay, are we ready to eat?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is some I made last night.
Now, before you put this in the freezer, so it's a little
Which?
harder. How firm can we expect it to get just in the?
It's going to be soft because no matter what process you use for making ice cream, it needs to ripen in the freezer. So it's actually a 2-part process. This is just the mixing, and then the ripening happens in the freezer. And you can see that it's quite firm. There we go. So, shall we have a taste?
Yes. Let's go. Georgia, do you want some?
Sure. Have a spoon.
My nephew will be so jealous. He loves coffee ice cream. You can really taste the coffee.
Yummy.
It's nice and creamy. Oops, you see that? Anyway, very good. Can't believe it. Only took 15 minutes. Do most people eat some right away?
Well, you have to taste.
Again?
Which reminds me, during the freezing process, it will get less sweet. So if you're tasting it for sweetness ahead of time, you might keep that in mind.
Oh, I did not know that. So excellent. So it took her about 20 minutes to make this last night and put it in the freezer. Definitely not much work. So this is something everyone should try at home. Thanks for joining us here on Local Flavor with Nex-Tech Television.